This is 22-year-old Fatima, an alias we are using to protect her identity. At the age of 7, she was married off to a man old enough to be her grandfather. For Fatima, married life meant being repeatedly raped, beaten, and even starved. But she was finally able to find a safe refuge at a shelter for abused women in Kabul.
I'm very worried about my future. I want to know what will happen to it. The shelter employees help me, but I'm terrified of my family, the Taliban and Daesh. I have no idea what will happen to my life.
The Taliban's resurgence also saw an exodus of Afghan lawyers and judges, making the process of getting a divorce even more difficult. Rahimar, who asked that her real name not to be disclosed, is a women's rights activist who must now live in a safe house.
Everything has finished. For women, there is nothing. We had a Ministry of Women's Affairs and we also had shelters. We were helping girls and women. We were reaching out to those women who were facing violence. Now, who will reach out to them? I, myself, am under threat. How can I reach out to others? I can't.
The United Nations reports 87% of all Afghan women have experienced some form of physical, sexual or psychological violence. As the number of helping hands disappear, along with number of government doors to knock on, women are in an increasingly precarious position, being worse off if they leave their abuser, an activist, Mahbouba Seraj, explains.
They know that the second they leave their houses, if they do, they are going to be taken, and sent in prison.
The Taliban has said it won't treat women and girls the same way it did 20 years ago. But as restrictions tighten and social services disappear, they face a bleak and uncertain future, making the gains they fought for over the last 2 decades a thing of the past. Kubra Akkoc, TRT World.